Hi everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday, but we're here and we have decided we're changing our format week to week a little bit. And today we are doing Wellness Wednesday with Kali.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hi. And today we are going to focus on the importance of connections. And I think people kind of use the term loosely, like, oh, it's important to connect, but I don't know if we really talk about why. With that said, I want to turn it over to Kali, who is an early childhood specialist. We're excited to have you here on with us.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, and we have our viewers. So our viewers usually log in and say hello. So if you want to comment down below, feel free to. We are live on Facebook. There's a couple watch parties going on. You can start your own watch party as well. And we will take questions. So you can log in below and type any questions you might have for myself or Kali here at the Child Wellness Institute. But I guess to start off, Kali, we wanted to talk about why are connections so important for kids?
Connections are so important, starting with infancy, because that is the way that children feel secure in their environment and they feel respected and valued. Is the most important thing for your child to feel, even in infancy, all the way up to adulthood. And that helps them develop their own relationships and how they are able to navigate their own personal relationships. So it's a lifelong connection is lifelong, and we have to promote it as young as we can. And having those daily connections are so important with between parent and child.
Yeah, it's sort of crazy to think that all the things, even things that happen during infancy, like you mentioned, or even when you're pregnant, like that can impact the rest of your life and how you have relationships with people. Like it's kind of amazing that we can influence that. So, what are some tips if we have some parents out there? They're like, well, what do I do to connect with my children at different ages? What do you recommend?
Sure. So I always recommend if you have an infant or a young child, the power of touch and just stopping and giving them a hug. I always call like diaper time, prime time, where you can have those connections with your child and be able to have responsive communication back and forth. Even if they're babbling, just say, oh, well, how was your day today? We're going to go to the park. We're going to take a walk outside. Just that connection means so much. And you guys are actually building brains, which is really important. For a little older child, I think stopping and having a dance party in the middle of the day sort of breaks it up. And the power of laughter, when your child starts laughing and dancing, is so powerful. And just having that connection, that could be your thing every day, to just have a dance party. Just stop what you're doing and just dance, even if you don't have music.
Yeah.
Stopping and grabbing them and dancing with them is so important. For older children, I know I have a college sophomore, and I know I have a son in high school who's very shy. So he does not like when he has to talk to me. So I find texting him in the morning before he wakes up, just positive affirmations that he's loved and he's valued. And I can't wait for us to do something fun together this week. He loves to cook, so even cooking together is a great way to have that opportunity for open-ended questions. Children seem to talk more when they're engaged in an activity, so you can get a lot more out of them and
Yeah.
make those connections with them.
That's such great advice, and it's so practical. So I appreciate you kind of joining us today. I was thinking as you were talking, like if you have different, you have four kids, for example, and you have three, I think, right? So when I have four kids, they all connect differently. So I have one who loves to talk. I mean, she wants to talk and just more talking. And so she likes to spend that time. And then I have another one who likes to play games and like that kind of time together. So really carving out like the special moments of connection with your children, I think are really, really important.
Yes, definitely. One thing that's worked with us, because we have a whole range of ages here, is having like a game night even, where all of us are around the table and playing a game and just and I've seen even over through all of this, even through COVID, my children and their relationship has strengthened, and they are able to connect more with each other too. So over game night.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I know that during the pandemic and as we're still going through it, it really does impact children not being able to be in person with their friends and do those kind of social skills type of things. And I
Yeah,
think now more than ever, they realize how important those connections are to themselves. So they're
yeah,
definitely looking forward to it going back
yeah.
eventually.
Even as adults, we all are, are wired for connection. And, this has been really difficult even for adults, and just, taking time out to connect with someone once a day, someone that you haven't spoke to in a while, just sending them a message can do something really great to your heart and to theirs too.
Yeah, I think if you think about yourself as an adult and how sometimes certain people, when you do talk to them or you do text with them or see them, you do feel good, you enjoy seeing them. And if you kind of transfer that thought and reflection about yourself and how you feel around certain people, and transfer that idea to your children, you can kind of see why it's so important. But, oftentimes as adults, we put ourselves last. And we're like, okay, our kids, everything with my children, I do everything, and then everything about me connecting to my friends kind of falls off the onto
Yeah.
the wayside. So I think from today, what we can challenge you, our viewers on Facebook and on YouTube, is maybe start with yourself for a second and text somebody you haven't talked to in a while, call somebody, set aside 15 minutes and connect with somebody, and figure out ways that in your home you can connect with your kids in different ways as well. So I think that's really critical.
Yeah, definitely. All the way around, connections are important, adults and children.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much. I think this was a great Wellness Wednesday. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to message us. We'll keep it posted on our Facebook page. So when you're watching, and we try to keep these short. We're like 10 minutes, 8 minutes. It's not going to be super long, but it's a conversation to start the day about something that can help us be well. Right? Because wellness isn't just I'm physically healthy, but it can also be social, it could be emotional, mentally, even, how you feel about yourself in your career, et cetera. So those are different pieces of wellness, and this will be, kind of contributing to that. So stick with us here live on Facebook every Wednesday, 8:30. And thanks again, Kali, for joining us.
Having me.
Yeah, Kali and I, you will see us endlessly. We might even bring in some other friends along the way. So stay tuned. Make sure you like our page, Child Wellness Institute, and check us out on YouTube as well. Make sure you subscribe. And thanks so much for joining us on Wellness Wednesday.